Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Skin Courage webinar. I am Rachel Twelkemeyer, and I am an independent consultant for Rodan and Fields. So I'm so excited to be presenting this webinar tonight. I have been using the products for about 2 years now, and I recently became a consultant about 8 months ago. And I am so excited to be a part of this business. I was introduced to this business by my cousin, so it's in the family. And I'm excited to see what is about to happen with this company because it's just really about to explode, and it has been growing over the past year. So, what you're going to learn in this webinar, you're going to learn about the most common skin concerns. You're going to learn about how the Rodan and Field products work and about what products fit best for you. I'm also going to be telling you a little bit about the business and some really exciting news that corporate just announced this past week. So over the next 30 to 40 minutes. I'll try not to keep you very long. If you have any questions that come up, you'll notice down at the bottom of your screen, there is a tab that says questions. Just go ahead and type your question in there, and I will wait toward the end of the webinar, and I will go through those and answer those questions. So if you come up with anything, go ahead and throw that question on there, and we'll look at it toward the end. So give me just a minute. We're going to go ahead and get our presentation going. So, and I apologize for the time. We are learning a little bit with this new software, and I think we had some time difference. So for some reason, I think it was picking up a different time. So let's get this going. All right. So that was my nice little picture up there telling you about the technical difficulties. So let me just start by telling you this little disclaimer. I am not a dermatologist. Now, I am a registered nurse, but I have zero experience in dermatology. Now, all the information I'm going to be telling you today is strictly referenced to the Kathy Fields and Katie Rodan book, Write Your Skin a Prescription for Change. I love this book. This is a book I received when I became a consultant. Therefore, again, I'm not an expert. I'm just reading directly from their book. So don't think you have to be a skin guru to do something like this. Okay, so I got one question I want you to be thinking about as I'm going through this. If you were to hold a mirror up to your face, what is your main concern? So be thinking about that. So here are some of the main answers that I commonly hear. Of course, acne, brown spots, discoloration, dullness, wrinkles, fine lines, large pores, and redness. So from Katie Rodan and Kathy Fields' book, our DNA accounts for about 20% of that. So we get to blame some of that on genetics. Now, our environment and our daily habits are responsible for the other 80%. So guess what? That means you are in control of your skin's destiny. So we're going to go over some of the most common concerns. Okay, so this was my big one. So I like to hit this one first, acne. So guess what? Everyone on this earth is bound to, or you have had a pimple. So don't deny it. Maybe it was in high school, or maybe in your adult age, or maybe both. You can have one pimple or two pimples. It doesn't matter. Even one pimple is considered acne. It's frustrating for anyone at any age, and it's just an emotional impact. And a lot of people don't know this, just a little dermatological, just to throw that medical term out there, information. A pimple is actually the end stage of an inflammatory condition of the skin. And again, for teenagers and for adults, it can cause that low self-esteem, self-consciousness, that poor body imaging, and of course the scarring, which is, that's there for life. So Rodan and Fields has created an awesome regimen to battle acne at any age, and it's called Unblemish. It's multi-med therapy, which means it's 4 steps. And it's a complete skincare system that combines cosmetics and over-the-counter ingredients that clears pores, eliminates acne-causing bacteria, and it reduces that facial redness and irritation. It clears up those acne blemishes and it prevents new ones from forming, which I love that not only is it healing that skin, but it prevents it. So even if you have that oily skin and you've got the blemishes taken care of, you can continue to use this regimen if you want to prevent the new ones. So it also reduces the appearance of blotchiness and redness associated with those breakouts. And it deep cleans that skin and clears the pores and it calms that irritation. And Unblemish is the #1 premium acne brand in the US. I mean, that is amazing. And I can vouch for that because I have battled acne since I was in high school. And I think I can tell you I have tried every acne brand on the market. And this is the only thing that has worked for me. And anyone at any age can try this regimen. So as you can see on the screen, there are 4 steps to this regimen. Step 1 is a sulfur wash. This is going to be your facial cleanser. Step 2, this is a clarifying toner. This is alcohol-free, and it clears the pores and it calms that complexion, which it gets your skin ready for that next treatment. And your step 3 is a dual intensive acne treatment. Now, this is a dual chamber delivery system. Now, it's got benzoyl peroxide in it, and it helps combat those active breakouts while preventing new ones. And then step 4 is going to be that oil control lotion, and it's got an SPF 20 in it, which is great. This helps control the oiliness throughout the day, which that was always my complaint. By the end of the day, I was coming home, I had makeup under my eyes, and this helps keep my skin nice and smooth throughout the day. And on top of that, I've got my sunscreen. I would never dream of putting sunscreen on my face every day, but now I do, which it keeps you from getting those post-acne marks. So that brings me to a myth that I hear so often, and I was one of these people. Do you ever hear people say, I'm going to go lay in the sun because it clears up my acne? No, getting a tan on your face actually masks the acne, but that chronic sun exposure just actually damages the skin, and it makes your breakouts more likely to leave those pigment marks. So you're going to make those scars stay longer. You ever hear your mom tell you if you ever had a cut on your face to cover it up, to not get in the sun because the scar is going to stay there longer and it's going to be more noticeable? So yeah, that's why you need to wear that sunscreen. And with this regimen, you can. So I love this regimen. It's my personal favorite. All right. So this is my favorite part about the webinar. You got to see results. And this is just one. I mean, I could go on and on all day, but I've only got a short window of time. And in a 2-week period, of course, we had clients seeing 16% improvement. 42% saw that in 4 weeks, 63% saw it in 6 weeks. And again, the longer they're on this regimen, you're going to see more and more improvement. Okay, so here's another skin concern we see a lot of: brown spots, dullness, and discoloration. So again, here's a little medical info. And again, I just read this out of the book. So ultraviolet rays are damaging to your skin and DNA. Well, duh, we knew that. So I'm going to tell you some more info. So nature gives your skin a mechanism for protecting itself from those UV rays. Now, this is called melanin, or your skin's pigment, which when you get a tan, your skin turns brown. And that's actually the protective mechanism from sun damage. And whenever you get this discoloration in your skin, of course, your skin doesn't really care if it's even or not. So that's how we get these discolorations in our skin. Now, there are some people who are more genetically predisposed to have freckles, but of course, exposure to the sun is critical in bringing them out. So, and again, these are some other causes for those brown spots. The post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I like the way the book describes this. It's a nasty souvenir of a bad experience like acne, an allergic reaction, or like a bad trip to the waxing salon, or a cut or a wound. And of course, melasma. Now, this mostly occurs with pregnancy. You may have heard people say the mask of pregnancy, but of course, that mostly occurs in women taking some sort of like a hormone therapy or a birth control pill. But you'll see that uneven blotchiness across the cheeks. Well, yet again, Rodan has created a regimen called Reverse. Now, this is another skincare system that combines those active cosmetic and over-the-counter ingredients to visibly lighten that hyperpigmented sun-damaged skin. It lightens up those dark spots and it brightens that dull skin. It improves the tone, texture, and it boosts the skin radiance. And it also defends with that broad spectrum UVA, UVB, SPF 50 sunscreen. Now, some people start to see improvement with the first use. But of course, if you've got that significant hyperpigmentation, it may take 2 to 6 months before you see the max results. And again, now this one is 4 steps. Step 1 is your deep exfoliating wash. It cleanses and refines your skin, and it looses those dead skin cells. I love the way this one smells. It's great. Step 2 is your intensive brightening toner. Now, this is going to brighten the skin up, and it fades the appearance of those discolorations. And step 3, you'll notice on the picture, there's 2 little tubes. One of these contains a vitamin C, and the other one is a retinol. So you're going to use a pea size of each of those, mix those together, and it almost activates like a solution, and rub those on your face. And this also helps brighten the skin, and it also helps with those fine lines and wrinkles. And it also helps with the uneven skin tone as well. And I love step 4. Step 4 is going to be your broad spectrum SPF 50. Sorry, that is a tongue twister. Now, this is going to, of course, provide that optimum protection against the sun. And I have heard of people that work really hard to get rid of those discolorations on their face. And one day of unprotected skin in the sun can virtually undo months of treatment. So make sure you're wearing that sunscreen every day. Now, we do have what we call a reverse accelerator pack. Now, this is a great combo for those stubborn brown spots. You would actually substitute this in place of your step 2 and 3 in the previous regimen that you just saw. Now, step 2 is a skin lightening toner. It contains 2% hydroquinone. This combined with kojic acid and antioxidants visibly brightens the skin and lightens those dark spots. So this is, again, a great one for the melasma like I talked about earlier. And again, the skin lightening treatment, which would be your step 3, that second one. This offers a second layer of that 2% hydroquinone to optimize the lightening of the skin. And this is my favorite part. Results. And I got to brag on this one. The one on the right is my cousin Lori. And this is 6 weeks of the reverse regimen with the accelerator pack. And let me tell you, her skin even looks better than this now. So this is really an amazing regimen if you've got that sun damage. And of course, down at the bottom, in 8 weeks, 98% saw improvement in brightness, smoothness, and skin texture, and 90% saw improvement in age spots and the evenness of skin tone. So, awesome regimen. All right, so this is a popular complaint that I hear: fine lines, large pores, and loss of firmness. So, guess what? We all have a 100% chance of aging. It's just part of life. But, like I said earlier, you have 80% control of that. So in your 30s, you probably start to notice a few changes. I know I have. I start to see a few little lines under my eyes and around my mouth. And then in your 40s, wrinkles become a little more established, like the crow's feet. And then in the 50s and 60s, that crepiness sets in, where you pinch the skin on your hand and it won't go back down, like the etching, crisscrossing fine lines across your cheeks. So some of your fine lines can be caused by things that we can control, like smoking and sun damage, like the little creases above your lips. That can really speed up the degeneration of collagen and elastin fibers. And then you have those deep wrinkles that are caused by the degradation of elastin, collagen, and fat. And then you have those dynamic wrinkles that are caused by muscle movement. So if you ever look in the mirror and kind of squint your eyebrows down, that forehead frown, those two little parallel creases making the number 11 between your eyebrows, yep, those are expression lines. And then, of course, the static wrinkles. Those are the ones that are the wrinkles at rest. You're going to see a lot of those under your eyes. And again, those pesky pores, those big, large pores on your nose and on your cheeks. And as we age, the pores get larger. Do you know why our pores get larger? It's so we can hide spare change for retirement. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Actually, pores are surrounded by collagen fiber. And as we age, that production slows down and the breakdown accelerates. So they lose support, they flatten out, and they get bigger. And of course, on top of that, that pileup of dead skin cells will impact the size of them. Dun, 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 dun. Here's Redefine. This is my other regimen that I just love because it is shrinking my pores and making my fine lines go away. So, as you've noticed with all our regimens so far, this is multi-med therapy. All of our regimens have several steps. They have 4 steps. I shouldn't say several. It's more like 4 steps. And the reason being, you're not going to be able to pick out one piece of each regimen and get the results you need. You need to use all 4 steps of this regimen. And now, this helps defend against and reduce the visible signs of aging. And I love this regimen because there have been women and men that I have spoken to and I've heard, I don't have any skin concerns. Well, this is going to be your regimen of choice because an ounce of therapy equals a pound of prevention. Now, this regimen is going to refine the skin texture for a softer, smoother looking skin. It minimizes the appearance of your pores, and it reduces the appearance of those lines and wrinkles, and it hydrates and increases your skin's elasticity. Now, it visibly firms the skin. I'm telling you, that's probably my favorite part is as soon as I wash this mask off, I can rub my hand over my face, and it's just firm and soft. So that's step 1 is the daily cleansing mask. Now, this is a kale and clay based mask, and it dries in 2 minutes, and then you wash it off. It exfoliates the skin, and it draws out all those impurities. Now, step 2 is going to be your pore minimizing treatment. It minimizes the appearance of those enlarged pores, and it's alcohol-free, and it exfoliates those pore clogging dead skin cells. Now, there are 2 step 3s that you can see on there. It's highly recommended that you use this regimen twice a day. So if you're using this regimen in the morning, you're going to want to use the triple defense treatment. This is your moisturizing treatment. It's got SPF 30 and it's concentrated with peptides. Now those peptides, you're going to hear that word a lot. It reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles and it firms up that skin. Now, if you're using this regimen at night, you're going to use the overnight restorative cream as your step 3. Now, this is an ultra hydrating cream. It replenishes your skin's natural moisturizing factors while you sleep. It's actually got a 12-hour time release. And I will tell you, even with my oily skin, I can use this moisturizing cream and it does not break me out, which just blows my mind. I never thought in a million years that I would be able to use an anti-aging regimen with moisturizer. I know anybody with acne would want to run from that. Okay, more results. Gotta love showing these. These are just awesome. So look at that. In 8 weeks, everybody in the study saw improvement in texture of their skin. 91% saw improvement in radiance, 90% smoothness, 80% in wrinkle fine lines, pore size, and elasticity. And again, this is just 8 weeks. That's 2 months. So imagine what these people were looking like after, I don't know, 6 months. My goodness. Fountain of youth. All right. So this is the last regimen we're going to talk about, sensitive skin. Of course, you know, 50% of women have experienced sensitive skin at some point. I mean, that's a lot. And, you know, I don't know why my heart goes out to those people with sensitive skin. I mean, it really limits you to your choice of skincare. And there's so many factors that can affect sensitive skin. Things like age and hormones, climate, and skin hydration are just a few. One of the big ones that I read about in this book was cosmetic intolerance. Have you ever really gone into your bathroom, opened up your cabinet, look at the makeup you're using, the skincare that you're currently using right now? I read the labels. You are literally applying layers of chemicals on your face. I mean, it's really amazing if you sit down and read it. Some other things like stress can perturb your skin's protective barrier. Environmental changes like traveling from warm, moist climates to cold, dry climates, windy environments. I mean, you're more likely to become sensitive if you're having those changes like that. Your skin's barrier can weaken tremendously, as well as your skin's hydration. But, you know, I did learn a lot that some people are just simply more genetically predisposed to sensitive skin, and they're just more susceptible. So we have, or I shouldn't say we, but Rodan and Fields has created this awesome regimen called Soothe. And it's for anyone who's exhibiting those signs of sensitive skin. This daily system shields against irritating biological and environmental aggressors, which help fortify the skin's natural moisture barrier. It calms visible redness and it reduces irritation so that you can take comfort in having that healthy looking skin. And my mother is one of those people that has suffered with rosacea forever, and that has been her biggest complaint, is that redness. So again, my heart goes out to these people that have that facial redness. People are always asking them, are you hot? Are you blushing? So it's a confidence killer. And the great part about this regimen is that most people have been able to move on to other regimens like Redefine and Reverse, because it literally builds up the layers of your skin. I mean, in my own words, I feel like it toughens up your skin. Now, with the first use, most people will get relief from that dryness, redness, stinging, and burning. So again, you've got your multi-med therapy, you got your 4 steps. That step 1 is your gentle cream wash that just cleans away light makeup and impurities. Your step 2 is going to be your sensitive skin treatment. It's actually a hydrating lotion with RFP3 peptide technology, and it reduces the signs of inflammation, dryness, and redness. So this is actually the treatment. It's awesome stuff. And step 3 is your moisture replenishing cream. It soothes and hydrates and nourishes your skin. And step 4 is going to be your mineral sunscreen. So if you're one of those sensitive skin people and you've never been able to wear sunscreen, here you go. It's got an SPF 30 in it. And again, it's just a mineral sunscreen, and it keeps the skin really cool and it minimizes that redness. So here are some Soothe results. I love seeing results. And again, you'll see on here what percentage of people saw results in just 5 minutes. And again, it goes on to show more results in 2 weeks. And again, the longer you're on these regimens, you're going to see better improvement. And the one thing I love about this regimen is that kids can use this. I have seen people put this on their babies. I know my kids, anytime they get a sunburn or windburn or any kind of ant bite or skin irritation, they're coming in going, Mom, where's the Soothe? So I always keep this around the house. I've even seen people with rosacea, eczema, psoriasis that have used this regimen. So again, this is one for the whole family. All right, so one of our little gadgets I got to brag about. This is our Redefine AmpMD roller. This is such a great gadget. It's been proven to safely and effectively amp up your daily skincare routine for firmer, more youthful looking skin. It actually conditioned your skin using these little micro needle tips. So I show people this, and it's really hard to interpret what this does. So I have my own little analogy. So think about, you have bought sod for your yard, and you know, if you've ever watched the process, you have your soil, they roll out your sod. In order to make sure that that sod is going to grow and that it's going to be fertilized, they take an aerator, which is a little rolling device with little things that pokes holes down in the grass so that they can put fertilizer and water to make the grass grow. That is what the AmpMD roller is. You roll it on your face and then you apply the product. It gets down into those layers of your skin. This actually increases the appearance of firmness, and it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and improves texture. In an 8-week study, 100% of participants saw improvement in wrinkle height and wrinkle shadow. Now, I'll be honest, when I read that, I thought, okay, that makes no sense. How do you measure a wrinkle shadow out of wrinkle height? But that sounds pretty impressive to me, that somebody is seeing a difference in their wrinkles, 95%, but I'm sorry, 100%, but 95% saw improvement in their wrinkles, period. You can actually incorporate this little gadget with the reverse regimen or the Redefine regimen, using it 3 nights a week. Now, with the Redefine regimen, you would use this after your step 2, and then you would apply your night renewing serum. And with the reverse regimen, you would use the roller after you use your toner and then apply your step 3. And again, this helps that retinol get down to that deeper layer of skin. Now, using the Redefine regimen alone, you're going to get awesome results, but incorporating that AmpMD roller, you're going to boost your results by 50%. Let me tell you, that sold me on using this little thing. It's really an awesome gadget. Okay. Now we have the acute care. This is our newest product that just came out recently, and Forbes calls this a game changer. What an awesome product for those expression lines. So again, I told you earlier, you've got that little 11 between your eyebrows, and you've got the forehead lines and the creases by your lips and by the creases of your mouth. So, got a wrinkle? Fill it while you sleep. That's our little motto for this one. No needles required. So you would simply apply one of these strips over the area that you're wanting to fill. These acute care strips smooth those expression lines with proprietary liquid cone technology that melt those line-defined peptides and hyaluronic acid directly into the wrinkle. You can have long-lasting results after 10 applications, and you may even see results after the first use. So I'm not going to name any names, but I got somebody in my household that tried these and got some pretty amazing results, and it wasn't me. So I'll just let you narrow that down. Okay. Now, Redefine has a couple other products, and I'll try to go over these really quickly. The eye cloths. Now, these have a dual use. They remove makeup, and they dissolve away that really stubborn eyeliner and mascara, while they also help with getting those visible lines of aging improved. They've got those peptides in there. Again, we talked about peptides. Peptides help with the fine lines and wrinkles and the puffiness. And then we have our hand treatment regimen that visibly brightens, diminishes that redness, and it reduces the appearance of brown spots, wrinkles, and that thin, crepey skin on the back of your hand. And then we've got our lip renewing serum. This helps restore and maintain your fuller, younger looking lips. Now, it's also got those peptides in it, and I love to use these all year long for like sunburnt lips, windburnt lips, chapped lips. I love them. Now, it's not going to give you the Angelina Jolie lips, but it's pretty close. I will tell you that. All right, so this is one of our hottest sellers, the Multifunction Eye Cream. Now, this again has those peptides to minimize the appearance of crow's feet, and it helps reduce the appearance of the puffiness and the dark circles under the eyes, which I love that part because I battle allergies all year long, and I get those nasty little brown, or I'm sorry, not brown, the dark spots under my eyes. And I've even seen people use this eye cream for those little creases above your lips. And again, this jar is really small, but it lasts forever. And then we have the mineral peptides. This is in our enhancements line. And it comes with this really awesome brush, which you actually purchase those separate or you can buy them together. Your ultimate goal when you're using these regimens is to get to foundation-free skin. This is the only powder that I wear, and I love it. I used to wear layers of foundation, lots of concealer. Now, all I wear is this powder. It's very lightweight, and it actually has an SPF 20. It evens out your skin tone, and it actually reduces the redness. And it comes in 3 different shades, and this brush is really soft. It actually closes up in that little case. It's really great. And then there's the microdermabrasion paste. So I got to confess, this is probably my secret addiction. Now, it literally polishes your skin. It just like wipes away all that dead skin. You can use it on your face, on your heels, on your legs, on your arms. Well, I mean, really just about anywhere. And this jar that it comes in, it lasts several months. So don't think that you're going to be getting this little dinky jar. It's really big and it lasts a while. And it leaves your skin so soft, like a baby's butt. I love it. Okay, last of the products right here. This is the Essentials line. And that's what it is. These are essential to skincare. You really need all of this just for daily use, in my opinion. So you got your daily body moisturizer. Of course, this moisturizes the skin from head to toe. This legs feel really soft after you shave. And then the body sunscreen. I love this sunscreen because it doesn't feel greasy and it doesn't smell like sunscreen. And it's 30 SPF and it's water resistant, and my whole family uses it. I got hooked on the aerosol cans, but then I realized after 4 of us used 1 can, it was gone. And then we were sticky and stinky for the rest of the day. And this, I think I've had 1 tube all summer, and I think it's actually my tube from last summer. And then you've got your foaming sunless tanner. This is another one of my favorites because I am very, very pale. And this gets me an instant tan overnight. And I love how easy it is. It's a foam and it gives me a great color. So using your microdermabrasion paste and then applying this foam tanner, you're going to get a perfect tan. And then you have your lip shield. So often we cruise off to the beach, we put on our sunblock, we put on our face sunblock, and then we don't put anything on our lips, and then our lips are sunburnt. So here you go. You got your lip shield, and actually this will help boost that collagen production in your lips. All right, and then you got your vitamin D3 supplement. So being a nurse, I am hearing more and more about incorporating that vitamin D supplement into your vitamin regimen, because not only is that essential to your bone health, but to your overall wellness. So they say you get your vitamin D from your sun exposure, but of course, then they tell us to avoid the sun. So here you go. It's a once a week supplement. So there you go. And then the gauze pads. Now I admit, when I first became a preferred customer, I saw this as a product selection, and I thought, why would I want to buy some gauze? I can go get gauze at Walmart, and I can just use cotton balls to apply my product. But then I realized with my toner that it was just soaking up, the cotton balls were just soaking up the toner. So I purchased some of these gauze, and I loved how much longer my toner lasts. And they have a very soft texture, very different than the medical gauze that you would buy at the grocery store or at a drugstore. And they're great for applying product and, of course, for removing makeup. All right. So you may be thinking, I don't know what product's right for me. You might be thinking, I've got some fine lines, I've got some age spots, or maybe you've got some acne and sensitivity. So this is the awesome part about being in this business is I don't have to be a skincare expert. We have this amazing solutions tool that asks you a few questions about your skin concerns, and then it gives you your own personal results and recommendations for the products that work best for you. So located on the lower portion of this webinar, you will see a tab that's called Offers. Then there is a button that's called Solutions Tools. This will send you directly to our Solutions tool. Of course, you don't have to click on it right now because it may exit you from the webinar. But after you've completed this Solutions tool, you can choose to email those results to me, and then we can talk about that in detail, whether or not this is something that you would be happy with. So I love this tool. And I love this baby because, again, this was me whenever I first learned about the products. I was a skeptic. I didn't think that they would work for me because I had tried so many things that did not work. Again, Rodan and Fields stand behind their products. If you're not happy with the products, you can return the empty bottles in 60 days for a full refund. And I love that. It's just mind-blowing to me because, again, I'm just in shock. I just can't even say. Anyway, I'm just rambling on about that. Okay. So if you decided that you're ready to just start your journey to the best skin of your life, I highly recommend you become a preferred customer. So to become a preferred customer, it's a one-time $19.95 fee, and that's it. You are joining the best cool kids club ever, in my opinion. You get 10% off all the products all the time, free shipping on orders of $80 or more. And to make sure you never run out of these awesome products, every 60 days, you can receive a replenishment of those awesome goodies. Now, notice I said you can. So in 60 days, if you don't need any more product, you log into your account, and with a couple clicks, you delay your account 30 days, 60 days, however long you want. There's no hassle and no contract. You don't have to get on the phone and call anyone and sit on hold for hours to tell them that you don't want anything. You edit your order when you want to. So if in 60 days you want something different, you are in control of that. So I love that. It's so easy. But if you decide you want large pores, that acne is awesome, and wrinkles rule the world, you can cancel your preferred customer account with 2 clicks, and no one's going to bother you. But I highly doubt you're going to fall into that category. So really quickly, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the business. I won't take up a lot more of your time. So if you're thinking, I want all these products, I think I might want to be a part of this business. Let me tell you, you're thinking like a genius. So Katie Rodan and Kathy Fields are the creators of Proactive. You ever heard of that? Yep, they took over the acne market, and they decided to tackle anti-aging. They started out in retail with Nordstrom and were known as the top-selling skincare brand with their regimen Reverse. So they decided they no longer wanted to be behind the counter any longer and took the new journey of direct sales. All right, I got to brag just a little bit. So Rodan Fields was recently deemed the #2 premium skincare brand in the U.S. So, I mean, we were #4 last year, and now we're #2. And this year, we're the #1 premium anti-aging brand and the #1 premium acne brand. That is amazing. We have had stellar growth over the past year. Okay, so I became a consultant because I believed in the products. I had never had the confidence I have today with my skin. And because of that, I want people to have that same feeling. And I saw an opportunity with this company I knew was in the beginning stages of growth. This company is about to explode, and I'm so excited that I get to be a part of it. So as a consultant, I get 25% off the products, and I work this business in my own time and at my own pace. They have tons of incentives like cash bonuses and a Lexus car program. And let me tell you, I know ladies that are driving these Lexuses, and I know ladies that have replaced their income and have retired from their jobs and more. So it really is a blessing to be a part of this business. And even our business kits have 60-day money-back guarantee. So here's the really crazy, exciting news. I just got an email from corporate on Thursday. If you join as a consultant with one of the top 2 business kits by midnight tonight, they're going to give you a free redefined regimen. This is so rare for corporate to do something like this. So even if you think you might be interested in the business, now's the time. So I would say join, and if you chicken out and say, this is not for me, you have 60 days to think about it. So you need to take advantage of this opportunity. So here's our top 2 business kits. My gosh, look at all these goodies. And at nearly 50% off. Look at all these products. This is awesome. And this is a tax write-off if you decide to join. Okay, so just really quickly, the deadline to be entered in for the drawings is July 31st. So I'll tell you a little bit about the drawings. If you enroll as a preferred customer, you have a chance to win a multifunction eye cream jar and the eye cloths. And again, if you become a preferred customer by July 31st. And if you enroll on my team as a consultant, you have a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. Now that is until July 31st. But again, if you enroll tonight, you're going to get that free to redefine regimen too. So again, located on your offers tab, there's 4 buttons. There's the solutions tool if you're not sure what you're needing. If you're ready to order, there's a button to enroll as a preferred customer. If you're ready to hop on board as a consultant, there's a button for that, or you can contact me at my email, rach12@gmail.com. Or if you just want to browse around my site, there's a shop button. Now, if someone from my team invited you to this event, just contact them for more information on ordering or joining. But again, feel free to email me with any questions. My email's there. I want to thank you all so much for attending this webinar. And be on the lookout for some more webinars that I'm going to be having about more details about the business and products. So let's see if I can, if I'm technically challenged enough to get to my screen. So again, I want to thank everybody for being on the webinar, and I'm going to see if we've got any questions really quick. So again, everyone have a good night and have a good week.